What do we have here in the fell for it again category? Farmers in Iowa are struggling in Trump's economy, but many say they still support him. NBC News spoke to 13 farmers across Iowa this week. 11 voted for Trump in the past and still largely back him, hoping to God, as one put it, that he follows through on his promises by the end of his term. Shouldn't be allowed to vote. Sorry. I really think the big paradigm shift that we all need to arrive at, like the big red pill moment, is that liberals need to stop having conversations about how to convince these people and start having conversations about how to disenfranchise them. Sorry. A lot of these people are just unambiguously in favor of ending the world. Like, that's a stated position of theirs. I really, just past a point, you have to... Aren't farmers the biggest welfare queens in the country? Yes. How do we disenfranchise these people without the state turning it back on leftists? The state is already disenfranchising people who are left of center. Republican strongholds like Florida and Texas have been engaging in a decades-long campaign of unambiguous voter disenfranchisement for non-Republicans. Like, it's not even remotely subtle. The truth is, once fascists are in power, you've already lost. Like, the fascists will not restrain themselves because the liberals before them were themselves restrained. Democrats are the most restrained, dickless motherfuckers in the world, and Trump is still raping the country to death right now. You should never, ever, 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 ever act abstemious because you're trusting that your evil opponent will do the same. Florida's not that deep red. Jarvis, bring up the Democratic-Republican vote share in every presidential election from 2000. Moving onward, from 2000, 2004, 2008. Ooh! It is now. Partly because of the disposition of the voters and partly because of, yes, systemic disenfranchisement. I know of 5 farmers across the state that have taken their lives since last fall, Orr said. Who'd they vote for? Fucked up? Yeah, it was fucked up that they voted to end the world when they voted for Trump. Chad Hart, a crop market specialist at Iowa State University, said that 2021 and 2022, the first half of Biden's term, were some of the best years U.S. agriculture has seen in terms of net farm income. Most of the Iowa farmers who spoke to NBC News don't regret supporting Trump. When he speaks, he's unfiltered and raw and sounds nothing like a more conventional politician, they said. That's what they like about him. You can't convince these people. He tells it the way it is, said Redder, who voted for Trump in all 3 presidential elections. You may not like it, and you might not agree with it, and it might be wrong, and it might destroy my farm, and it might end the world, but at least he says he wants to destroy everything rather than not doing that. I'm not saying I agree with him all the time, but he don't beat around the bush. We can't let these people vote, man. It is, yeah, Thana, it's true that usually when they say this, what they mean is that they're racist. Like, when they say, I don't agree with him all the time, and he's not always right, but he speaks his mind, what they mean is he's racist, and they like that he's racist. No, I know that, Masaigu. The like, proto-lefty myth of, a blue progressive... rural working class is ahistorical, and also Marx knew that that was fake. Were farmers like this 100 years ago? Yes. Exactly like this. Marx wrote about this.
You're willing at this point to forego basically every conservative issue and let the Senate fall into the hands of Democrats if that's what it takes to kill data centers?
Yep. My entire community is going to break rank.
You're willing...
Can I get the full video on this? I'd love a positive sentiment for once, you know? That'd be nice. It's from yesterday? Could I find that on the main channel?
This past week, Pope...
No, I think it might be this. We've had enough. Meet the GOP Texas residents voting blue over AI data centers.
Things have never come easy in the Texas Hill Country. For generations, the ranching communities here have faced down everything from drought to depression, whatever trials came their way, and all with a quiet pride.
It's land, it's our God-given right.
My family in South Dakota are farmers, and they literally refused to take vaccines even though my cousin had a heart condition. Guess what happened when she got COVID? I'm sorry for your cousin.
To own something like this, we fought for it, we had to work hard for it, as many Americans have.
But for Rena Schroeder, the challenge is different now.
Come on, chickens!
She owns this ranch in Lott, Texas, population 644. And she says she's in the fight of her life against AI data centers, those behemoths big tech can't seem to build quickly enough. Spurred by low regulation in the Lone Star State and cheered on by the president, massive campuses are consuming vast swaths of rural Texas. This one, the equivalent of nearly 200 football fields. The facilities house the computers that drive the AI revolution. But they're also driving Rena, a Christian conservative and lifetime Republican, straight into the arms of Democrats.
We're going to put these data centers up. I don't care what you people say. I'm President Trump. I'm in charge. He doesn't care about us. Somebody asked him about a week ago, what about the American people? and they're struggling right now.
To what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit.
He did not.
Banger fucking quote. I love him for it. I love him for it. This is what, listen, Republicans, when they say they love Trump because he speaks his mind, retarded, shouldn't be allowed to vote. Me, when I say I love Trump because he speaks his mind, brilliant, insightful leftist commentary.
Care. I couldn't even watch that. I was angry after that. Like, I voted for you and you don't care about me?
Last year, the president signed an executive order reducing regulation of data center construction across the country. Nationwide, more than 4,300 are already online, but it's Texas that's quickly becoming a data center ground zero, second only to Virginia, and the numbers quickly rising from the ranch land. Nearly 500 currently operational across the Lone Star State, with nearly 150 more under development. And construction moves fast as tech companies negotiate tax abatement packages with local county
She sounds so entitled. These people can never be trusted again, no matter what position they have, because all of them arrive at the same conclusion. I was okay with everyone else on Earth being brutalized, but as soon as it hit my family in exactly the way that everyone with a brain could have predicted it would have hit my family, now it's a problem. These people can never be trusted with anything. It's legitimately like they point a gun at you and they pull the trigger, but it's like they had the gun held backwards and they shot themselves in the shoulder. And then what, we're supposed to forgive them after that? They're like, well, I supported pointing this gun at you until I realized that I was holding it the wrong way.
Governments, often without the knowledge of the people who live there.
It's just the love for the land is really what it is. And
you have no love for the land. You are a Republican. You don't love anything. You hate life. You hate the earth.
Our heritage that our forefathers.
Your heritage. Fucking.
There's fought and cleared. My great-grandfather.
Yes, banger shirt on the guy.
Father cleared the 100+ acres that my mother and I live on.
Oh, the love for the land that I have when I clear-cutted all of the natural biodiversity out here and used it to grow alfalfa so I could sell it at market set caps for local livestock feed.
Now, the Gucci loafers, guys, they don't understand what us boot-wearing people
Gucci loafers, God. Oh, yeah, I hate them.
feel when we step on our dirt.
It's the work on that dirt that has outraged neighbors. They contend with skyrocketing utility bills as the centers overwhelm power grids and guzzle groundwater to feed cooling systems inside.
I mean, you know, you're coming in and just taking this stuff from us.
T.A. Smith started
You seem okay, though.
the Texas Coalition Against Data Centers and says not only has government made it easier for tech companies to build these places, it's also harder than ever to lodge a complaint against them.
And Mr. Trump being there, then he had Mr. Musk come along with his dramatic chainsaw, and I'm going to doge out everything. Well, now the places that you'd like to report these things to, EPA and FEMA, they're a skeleton of what they used to be.
And then there's the sound these places make when they're finally operational. Do you hear this? That low-level mechanical hum in the background? That's the sound of massive fans they use to keep the computers inside cool. At this facility, about an hour outside of Fort Worth, when you look at it from above, you can see they've installed soundproof walls in response to community complaints about the noise.
But a quarter mile
Soundproof walls. Jesus fucking Christ.
away, Cheryl Shadden says the noise is as loud as ever.
It's like
The
living-
funny thing is, too, is that they could insulate these buildings for audio. They could, like, soundproof these buildings and, like, really reduce the problem if they wanted to. They just don't because they hate you. Like, it's literally just a cost savings thing. You can absolutely have a building that is very, very loud on the inside, produce less noise by layering sound insulation that doesn't affect the heat flow. This is doable. It's not exactly groundbreaking tech. It just costs money.
on the edge of Niagara Falls, or you're on a runway next to a jet that's taking off, but this jet doesn't take off.
Morning, noon, night, she even hears it in her bedroom, and it's changed everything about how she lives her life.
It's noise that I hear at my kitchen window every morning when I get up and make my coffee. All of us sleep with fans on, TVs on, just trying to get to the point where we can get to sleep. Our property values have plummeted because of all of this noise and bombardment that we have. Nobody in this area could sell a home if they wanted to.
A Quinnipiac poll in March found 65% of all Americans oppose an AI data center in their communities. Meanwhile, a Texas Tribune analysis found 82 data centers, or nearly 60% of those planned or under construction, are located in state House districts that voted for
The
Trump.
sound is from the external fans, though? Yeah, because they're doing the cheapest possible way of circulating heat with no sound dampening. They could build, like, additional outer layers around the facility so that the mechanisms that are dispersing the heat are farther away from the outermost layer of the data center. You know? Like, you could do that. It's totally doable. You could have fans that are within the inner facility dispersing the superheated air out into radiators that are further out. That doesn't work with infrasound. You can dampen infrasound too. You can dampen infrasound if you want to. It is possible to do that as well. It's more difficult, and I'm not saying that they could perfectly do it, but they could do it. But again, you know, like it would cost money.
Red or blue, if you vote against data centers, we vote for you.
And that means Republicans like Cheryl are fleeing the party.
We found her.
Lifelong conservative, she now refuses to vote for Trump-backed Attorney General Ken Paxton, who clinched the GOP nomination.
Sorry, can I be annoying for a second? Great genes on her. Sad they're not high-rise, but take a look at those fades.
Refuses to vote for Trump-backed Attorney.
Look at that. Again, they should be high-rise, and I don't like the cut, but those fades are real nice.
General
Those
Ken
are real
Paxton,
genes.
who clinched the GOP nomination for Senate. Instead, she's all in for James Tallarico, a Democrat seeking to flip a seat controlled by Republicans since 1993.
You're willing at this point to forego basically every conservative issue and let the Senate fall into the hands of Democrats if that's what it takes to kill data centers.
Yep. My entire community is going to break rank. Everybody. All of us. We've had enough.
Breaking rank and coming together.
When we're done, you still won't be able to vote, but, you know, thank you, though. Listen, okay? If you vote for the policies that disenfranchise you in the future, it will make your life better in the long run. Like, the best thing that could happen for you in your life is to not have a say in your own governance.
I voted for Trump. At the time, it seemed to be the right thing to do.
Back at Rena's ranch and lot, longtime Republicans are even canvassing for Democrats like Clayton Tucker, who's running for agriculture commissioner.
This is just Texans standing up for Texans. It's not surrendering our Texas, our way of life, our water, our power, or anything to these few corporations to make all the money in the world.
No one thinks it'll be easy for Democrats to win statewide in Texas, but through the droning noise of data centers, listen carefully.
Are data centers going to flip this Senate seat?
Absolutely, yes, 100%.
MS Now reached out but never heard back from the group that represents data centers as Republican voters in Texas send a message about their land and their anger and their willingness to cross party lines to protect their way of life. Josh Einiger, MS Now, Lott, Texas.
Yay. Yeah, fuck these people.